Hi, this is Erica Peterson with EP Realty and Realty One Group Signature, and welcome to Community Connections, where I interview local business owners. And on today's episode, I would like you to welcome my guest, Tanya Payne, owner of TP Tutoring Services. Tanya, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks.
Hello. Tanya is our first guest, so this is going to be very interesting. You could tell I'm very excited for this. So we're just going to jump right into a few questions for Tanya.
Okay.
Tanya, how did you get into your business?
Well, I used to work at a charter school, a local charter school. I worked there for 7 years, and I mostly taught small groups of reading and math and spelling, and I did some other specialty programs they had. However, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder, so I didn't have a very good healthy immune system. So working in the schools was really tough for me because I would catch whatever the kids would bring. So I was always sick. So when I had the opportunity to step back and just start doing the tutoring, I started doing it on the side after work. And then I was able to step back and stop working at the school to work on my health and just kind of control my environment a little bit better when it came to who I was able to teach and how I was able to help. So that's how I started tutoring. And just in the past year, it's kind of taken off and I've had a lot more students. It's been a lot of fun. So I can still do what I love, even though it's harder for me, but I can also make a difference in the child's life. So it's been fun.
Thank you for making a difference in every child's life. What you do is extremely important in all our lives. So from one mom to another, thank you for what you do for us.
You.
It's awesome.
Thank
All
you.
right. Let's get to the second question.
Okay.
Where are you originally from?
I grew up in Utah, West Jordan. And I actually currently right now I live in West Jordan on the same block that I grew up on, actually. But my husband and I are going to be moving soon because he works for the corrections department and they're moving the prison. So we're going to try to move a little closer to where he can be toward work.
Oh.
I can go anywhere since I do everything online. I don't have to be down. So we're gonna eventually start looking for a better place for us to live right now. So
well, you're not too far from me. If it's South Jordan, West Jordan, we're very close, maybe 5-10 minutes away. And if you're looking to move, it looks like you also have the right person sitting right in front of you to help
exactly
you that process. So that's awesome. Change is good for everybody. Okay. So the next one is, what made you decide to open your business?
It just kind of fell into my lap. I just started doing it and it just like more and more people needed more help. So I just kind of kept doing it. And then I finally, it was just a hobby, something to do on the side, especially during summers when you're not working at the school anymore. I needed something to do. And it's just kind of helped, especially, after the pandemic and everything, when everybody got all scared with the education, didn't know what to do. Some of the kids got behind a lot. So that's where I've been able to help a lot of families get back on track.
Well, thank you. I know the pandemic definitely threw me off because I was out there a lot and then I had to stay back in to do online tutoring for my daughter who was in first grade then. It was a little difficult. So what you do is such a hard work and I truly appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So how did you get your business started?
Just when I wasn't working full time, I just decided to incorporate it, make it into a business. And I mean, just started doing something I love. So just a hobby, but it's taken off and it's been keeping me busy.
That's great. Yep. Hobbies always turns into something we love and it turns into a passion which transcends into so many different venues in our lives. So I'm glad you found your passion and you're loving every second of it.
Yeah.
Let's see. When did you choose, well, I guess the question is kind of repeating itself, but
No.
why did you choose this profession?
Because I think that it's so much easier to work with kids than adults. Sometimes their problems aren't as bad as some of the adults, right?
That's true.
I know. And kids, I don't know. It's just something that I do well. I know how to, I probably know how to react with kids because I'm a big kid myself. So that kind of helps. Like, I like to be goofy and silly all the time. So it helps. Like, here, my office is all full of like cartoon cats and stuff because it's kids, right? And that's what I like. Yeah.
Which is nice. I mean, not everyone can say exactly what you just said. Some people think you're out of it saying you love to be around kids because some people are the opposite of it all.
Exactly.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to navigate the whole process.
Yeah, like I know my husband couldn't do it, but I couldn't do his job. So we even each other out that way.
Oh, I love that. Love it. Okay, so what drives you to do what you do and what motivates you?
Motivating me would be probably just to see a kid who's struggling find that confidence in whatever they're working on. I stick to mainly elementary age students. And so I know because I had a tutor when I was a kid, and it was hard for me to be like, I have a tutor, it's kind of embarrassing for kids. And they are already embarrassed that they don't know something, or they're already worried about not understanding the material they're learning in school. And when they need that one-on-one help, to actually be able to put it together and to help them understand it better, and just to see that in their face that they're like, I get this, I know this. It's the greatest feeling. It makes me feel so happy.
Oh, I just love that. That is amazing. And you just hit exactly everything. Not every kid is confident doing stuff in front of everybody, and somehow you know how to work with them just where they're confident. It's incredible.
Right.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. What has surprised you the most about owning a business?
That it actually was, it ended up being that I'm as busy as I am. So that helps. And probably just switching. When I first started, I was going house to house. So I was driving to people's houses and doing tutoring. But then the pandemic hit and I had to switch everything to online. And I find it's more efficient for me as a business to do it online, because I can get more students in. I don't have that travel time. And then I can also, if I need something, I have it here already, like some kind of learning prop or anything. So that's been pretty surprising, having to live through this whole thing. I started the business a year before COVID hit, and now, so there's differences from before and after. And I really like the way it's progressed into this online and being able to reach more people as much as I can, because I'm a business of one person. I don't have employees. It's just me. So I only have so much time to teach in the day or in the week. And when I'm able to like efficiently find some time to fit them in, it helps so much better that I feel better about helping more people.
Oh, that's good. I mean, you're in control of your schedule. Exactly. And the more control you have of your schedule, the better you are with your business and helping as many people as you can.
Exactly.
It's not easy being a business owner, but here we are. We're both doing it. And that is amazing. Let's see. What is something most people don't know about your business?
That I exist. A lot of people don't think that there are private tutors. You drive around and you see these big corporation tutoring centers, and they charge a lot of money for a session. I believe it's upwards of over $50 for a tutor. I
Too
charge
much.
$25 an hour. So I'm pretty reasonable when it comes to tutoring. And I have a couple students who have maybe ADHD or some attention disability or some attention problems. And we've split their hour into 2 sessions a week. So I only meet with them 30 minutes and 30 minutes just to kind of keep them focused. People don't realize that as being a tutor, I still have to prepare lessons. I still take time. It's not just the screen time that you're paying for when it comes to tutoring. I have to take time to prepare for lessons, and I have to take time for all of that. And in the spectrum of everything, it's a pretty affordable rate that I charge for as much work as I do in it. And I've had people who've been interested and think I charge too much. And I've had people who think, wow, you are worth $100 million, like, because you have like saved our lives, Yeah. So, I mean, there's different ranges of tutoring, but a lot of people don't know it's out there, that you can find a private tutor like me that is willing to work. And when I turn the screen off, I'm not done thinking of your child. I am laying in bed at night thinking of ways I can help improve that one student. Like, what can I do? What happened today? And how can I fix it? Right.
Yeah.
So that's out there. Yeah.
Your job is a lot. You're more than just a teacher. You're a full-time 24/7 type of a business. Like you said, you're working with so many kids with different background, different skill set, and you have to cater to each child individually.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of work.
It does.
So I'm so glad that some parents are seeing their worth in using you and thinking it's worth it for them and their children.
Exactly.
And amen to you. I know exactly what you mean by the work.
Yeah. I think all business owners know how much work you don't realize until you get into it.
Oh, I get it. Don't trust me. I so get it. Let's see. What would your customers say they love most about your business?
That they are improved, that it's convenient, I guess, and that I have a lot of experience in all different subjects. So I can pretty much help with any kind of elementary subject you have. I've also have a couple students that I'm doing their homeschool routines for them in the morning. So it's not just kids that are in public school or charter school. I have parents that homeschool's a little too much and they need me to take a couple subjects off of them. So I get on and I teach their kids every morning. Like science, or I'll teach them geography, whatever grade they're in. I will buy the curriculum and I will figure out how to make that a priority for them. So I do that. And, it's not just, I'll help with homework if I need to. I don't have to come up with my own plans, but I'm ready to do that as well. And, it's convenient to be on the computer too, because they can be anywhere. I've had people doing it from their cell phones in the back of their minivans before, just let the kid do that. And that makes it convenient too. You don't have to be at a set place to do it. We can just help however, because parents' lives are crazy. Kids all have tons of activities, and we just have to figure it out together. And I'm willing to do that.
Well, you're doing a lot, and I don't know how you're doing it, but somehow you mastered the skills, and it's extremely impressive.
Thank you.
Anytime. How do you motivate and encourage your staff? And when I say staff, I mean yourself and your students. Yeah.
I have a cat condo next to my desk, and my cat likes to come up and interrupt my lessons sometimes. Because I don't have kids of my own. I have my cats, and she is my teaching assistant, so she's my employee. And it always just makes me happy that she wants to be next to me even if I'm working, and that encourages me to do better and to give the kids their all. And it also is like a good motivation. Well, if you do this, I will show you my cat, stuff like that.
All right. So what are your goals over the next year?
My goals for the next year is to find a bigger place, maybe have my own office that doesn't share with the cat. And I'm hoping to just be able to have a full schedule of like maybe teaching all day straight. Right now I have breaks in between, you know, everybody has different schedules, but I would love to pick up a few more clients and be able to help more kids. That's the goal, is to help more kids.
That is an amazing goal, and I have no doubt you're going to hit that goal in no time.
Yes, you are helping me out a lot.
Oh, you're welcome. What are some of your greatest challenges?
My health, probably. It's been hard being, my autoimmune disorder is a very rare one, and it only affects my eyes. So when I have some kind of symptoms like that, I can't really see. It gives me migraines. So the biggest challenge probably for me is my health. And if I do get exposed to anything, like if I do decide to leave my house, because sometimes you have to, you can't just stay home all the time. And I get exposed to anything, I'm going to catch it no matter what. Like if I'm next, yeah. So a lot of my clients are very well versed on. I give that in my disclosure. I'm like, well, this is me, and if I get sick, I'm so sorry, but I will send you something that you can work on when I'm down and not working. So that kind of stuff, that's probably my biggest challenge, is just trying to fight my health and try to do this at the same time.
How long have you lived in the neighborhood? And I guess West Jordan, how long have you lived there?
We temporarily lived out in West Valley. So we've been here in this apartment for 3 years. But I grew up in West Jordan. So I actually live on the same block as my parents right now. I grew up in West Jordan. So it's probably been, my West Jordan years have probably been a good 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's nice though. You know this place.
I know the area. And I've had several clients out in Daybreak before. So I know that area as well.
Yeah. I'm kind of similar to you. I used to live in West Valley.
West Valley, yep.
Yeah, before we moved to South Jordan.
South Jordan, yeah.
Yeah, so just like you, I'm also in the city, just basically trying to navigate the process, and with helping people and whatnot, I'm all over the place now.
Right, and that's the nice thing about being an online business, is it doesn't matter where you're at. Like I currently have a client who's down in Payson, so like it doesn't matter where you're at. I can accept students who are all over the place. So
okay. What is something most people don't know about you?
Yeah, that was a question when you sent it to me. I had to ask my husband because I wasn't even sure. I don't know what people don't know about me. I'm an open book when it comes, once I get to know you. I'm pretty shy at first, but once I get to know you, like I'm
good.
And then when it comes to my business, I'm like, yeah, I take control. But yeah, they all know I like cats. What they don't know probably is that I'm dedicated to whatever I put my mind to, and that I try to do my best in everything that I put my foot forward in.
Well, that's good. That's a good trait to have. Not everybody could do that. So yes. Why do you think it's important for people to shop local?
Small businesses are really struggling, especially with the world the way it is. And I think we need to support each other, and we need to help each other out. And I'm all for doing things like this and helping other businesses, whoever I see. And if I see a need for that, I'm going to pass that on as long as people do that for me, because tutoring is kind of hard to just put out there. People don't know it's out there sometimes, and they don't realize that maybe they need that help. That's what they need for their kid at that point. So I'm so willing to do trades with people and be like, hey, you share my business, I share your business. I think by keeping it local and helping each other out as a community, we're going to be able to thrive, and we're all going to be able to survive is much better.
Yes, you couldn't say it any better than that. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I feel like I've done real estate for a little bit myself. And at this point, it's about meeting people in the community, getting to know them, what they do, how we could help each other grow and support each other. So
Exactly.
once again, that's why you come in, and I couldn't be any happier that you're here to help me get the word across on what you do to bring more people to you.
I'm excited too.
So yeah, thank you
I'm
so much
excited
for
to be a
that.
part of this. Yeah.
Oh, let's see what we have next. What are some of the highest highs you've had in your life so far?
Oh, always marrying my husband. We've been married. We just had our anniversary on Saturday.
Happy anniversary!
11 years, yes. Marrying my
Ooh.
husband's probably one of the highest of my life. You can't top that. I don't have kids, so that's not one of them, but yeah, probably. And, just take it every day. But yeah, that's going to be my highest high right now.
Oh, and I couldn't agree more. My husband is my highest high, and of course I had the daughter too, but the husband came, then the daughter came. So happy marriage, happy life. So happy
Yep.
anniversary. Wow,
Thank
that's
you.
amazing.
Yeah,
I
and
love it.
he supports everything I do, which is great. So I'm really lucky to have that.
Well, I'm sure he's lucky to have you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. What else? Okay, so we went to the highest high. Now we're asking, what are the lowest low in your life?
Oh, probably when I got sick. When I was first diagnosed, which was 7 months after we got married. So we've been dealing for a while with this whole thing, but you're first married and you're dealing with trying to get to know, like get used to living with each other and doing all that thing. And then I got super sick and was hospitalized, and they couldn't figure out why. It looked like he had beat me up. Basically, my whole face was swollen, and they didn't know. It took them 3 months to figure out what was wrong with me. So they put me on really super high doses of prednisone, which is not common. They don't, like, usually when people go in for an allergic reaction, they give you prednisone that's like 10 milligrams, not very many. I was on 100 milligrams a day. So I had that whole where you gain water weight. I gained almost 100 pounds just doing that.
Wow.
And they still didn't know what was going on. It took them a while, but I'm lucky, since it affects my eyes, I'm lucky to live here, because they have the Moran Eye Institute uptown, where they have the best doctors, and they've taken care of me ever since. I've been in remission since 2020. So yeah, so I haven't had any relapses since then. And and I've been off all my medication for that. So I'm doing really well with it. And hopefully we've done everything, like it won't come back. But the lowest low was having to deal with all of everything that goes with it. It was mental, it was physical, it was everything. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a lot. That
It
is,
is.
especially for being newlyweds. And when you go through something like that with your new spouse, it makes you so much stronger. And the reason why you just celebrated your 11 years, obviously.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm so happy things are looking better for you with
Thank
time.
you.
What is your most memorable customer experience?
My most memorable, probably recently, I was tutoring a student who was in 6th grade, and in her district, some of the districts around here do this and some of them don't, but 6th grade's part of junior high, 6th grade's not part, it just depends. And hers, it was in junior high. So she had to take a remedial math class because she didn't do that great, like on her test, her end of the year test. And so I worked with her for the full school year on just math and helped her get through it. She was we were working on like things that were maybe too subjects behind her, or 2 grade levels. And we got her caught up to where she was throughout the year. I think I met with her twice a week. And her end of the year score for that year jumped 200 points.
Whoa.
So she got to get out of her remedial class. I haven't seen her since. And I am so happy that I don't. It's always a bittersweet situation when they're like, we don't need you anymore because she's doing so great, because it breaks my heart that I don't get to see them anymore. But it makes me so happy that they exceeded so much.
Oh,
and
she did a great job.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and just to see the growth and to help her just over the course of just one school year, we were able to get her caught up. So
wow, that's amazing.
Yep.
People, I hope you hear what she just said. 200 points, way up.
Yeah.
And she hasn't been back yet, so you better sign up so that.
No, I saw her brother for a little bit, and so I saw her in passing, but no, she's doing well, and she hasn't needed my help this school year yet.
Not yet. Well, that's the goal. Not yet. That means you do what you got to do, and hopefully we're passing the word out to other students that are having issues too.
Exactly.
Ooh, 200 points.
Wow.
That's a lot. What else do you do besides work?
I hang out with my cats, and we go camping a lot in the summer, so I'm excited to start doing that again. I hate snow. I hate the winter. And so I'm so excited it's starting to get warmer again. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to going camping and having some relaxing downtime.
Here, I feel you. I'm in the same boat. I'm waiting to just be out and about and enjoy some warmth. That'll be great.
Exactly. Yeah.
So where do you go for camping? Which part of the city do you go in?
We usually just hit up different places up in the Uintas. Okay. So we've been, this year we have a couple different areas scheduled because we have to schedule it around my husband's schedule, but we're going to go to like Soapstone Basin and Whitney Reservoir. We're going to do a couple of those. So they're up in the Uintas, way up there.
Oh, I
All
like
my
that.
family has like motorhomes and stuff, and then there's me and my husband in our little tent, but that's okay.
Oh, as long as you and your husband are happy, it doesn't matter what everyone else is doing.
We finally perfected it with our like space heater and everything. We finally gotten it down to where we're comfortable and we're good.
Well, there you go. So what is the best way for customers to contact you?
I probably through either phone calling me, but if you call, if I'm with a student, I'm not going to answer, but text message is mostly the best to get to me. And my phone number is 801-520-6702. If you want, just shoot me a text and tell me what's going on, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. That's probably the easiest way for communication for me. Okay. But when I'm working with a student, that's usually how I contact with my student or with my parents as well.
Okay. And could they get hold of you through any type of a social media network? Because
yes,
I want to make sure I promote your business while we're doing this.
I'm not very good at the social media thing yet, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. But I have a Facebook page, which you can connect to me through, and it's TP Tutoring Services, or serve, it's SERV, serve. So TP Tutoring serve, okay. And that should get you right where you need to my page. Okay. I'm working on.
It's okay.
But I have all my contact information, yeah.
I got you. I'll make sure to connect them any way I know how to get to you.
Great.
I'll make sure they know about you for sure. Where from your childhood has the biggest impact on you, and what did that person teach you?
I would have to say probably my parents. They've been very they've been very supportive of anything I've done. And they've helped a lot when it comes to being sick, and they've helped me out a lot. Even though I'm the adult child, they're always there for me. And my mom, mostly, she's always there. I talk to her constantly throughout the day, and she's like my best friend. And if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would be today. She's made me into the woman that I am today.
Oh, that is so nice to hear. I love that
her.
so much. Oh, I love that so much. One person from your childhood that stands out to you.
Someone I looked up to a lot would be Charles Schultz. I loved him. He did the Peanuts comics.
Oh.
I was obsessed with him, like everything. I love those comics, and I knew everything about it. And I have like this huge collection of stuff at my parents' house that I collected from him. But he was a good inspiration. He had his job for so long. Like, he did what he loved, and he made it so endearing. And I mean, you can even look back at some of the older stuff that he drew, and it relates today. And it just makes you smile, and it makes me happy. I love it. I know it's cheesy, but I love it.
Oh, no such thing as cheesy. Happiness is key. However you know how to get it, please go for it. And don't you ever apologize for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I might have to look him up. I don't think I know much about him, but I might have to do that.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
What's your current family situation?
My husband and my 2 cats, Foxy Roxy and Tiki. And
Foxy Roxy. Oh,
yeah, Foxy Roxy, she's my old girl. I've had her longer than my husband, but she's cute. And I am the aunt of 5 nieces and nephews. My little brother has 5 kids, and then yep. And then my husband has sister has some twins as well. So we are really good aunts and uncles. So yeah, that's about our family there.
Oh, I mean, they're keeping you busy. Being an aunt and uncle is always fun, especially when you don't have your own. That is as good as you get. And you
My brother had enough kids for both of us.
That's it.
Yeah.
You get to play and live where you want.
Exactly.
Okay. What does the future hold for you?
Hopefully we're planning on adopting kids eventually. So that's in our future. We are unfortunately not able to have kids of our own, but we're hoping to adopt within the next couple years-ish, maybe. But so I'm hoping to become a mom soon, sometime.
Oh, that's exciting.
I know I have kids. I teach kids, but I would like to be a mom eventually.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I truly believe everything happens for a reason in life.
Exactly.
And your happily ever after child is out there waiting for you.
Exactly.
You're gonna find that baby.
Yeah, we will find him.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a long one, but I'm going to read it out. Okay. If a young person asked you for advice on how to live their life, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to pay their bills, listen to their elders, and stop complaining about everything. Just do it. Make sure you have a job. You have to start somewhere. Yeah, pay your bills. I don't know. But yeah, you have to start somewhere. And, even though you may have to start at the bottom of a corporation or wherever it is you start to work, you need to give it patience. Patience is hard for a lot of people to come through. And if you give it enough patience, then you will find the right path for you.
Oh, I love that. You said a mouthful, and I would not even add any more to that. So that's great.
Okay. I have a student who's waiting for me right now.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
That's
Let me
the
do
thing
one more
about online.
question. I want
Okay.
to make sure you get this one and you need this one. What do
Okay.
you offer, any special deals for your new customers? Do you have any special deals for your new clients
Right.
coming in?
Special deals. I've always, if you are an existing client and you refer someone to me, I will give you a free session. And then for anybody who mentions seeing this interview, I'm going to give you $5 off, or I think that's what I wrote, $5 off of your first session. And always the first session, if it goes under 30 minutes, I do that for free, because the first session is always like a get to know you and trying to figure out, I can't assess your kid until I see what they can do. So I can't go into the very first session knowing exactly what is like what to expect. So I need to do kind of like a meet and greet. And if that goes under 30 minutes, then I won't charge you for that, because that's just not anything that you should be paying for. So.
Well, that's awesome. You guys, this has been such an amazing interview. My name is Erica Peterson with EP Realty and Realty One Group, and this is Community Connections. I'd like to thank our special guest today, Tanya Payne with TP Tutoring Services. Thank you so much for being my first guest. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to post this interview and have people reach out to you for their tutoring needs and anything in between. Thank you so much, Tanya. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Exactly. Me too. Thank you. It was fun.
You're so welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.